My congratulations in advance to Pharita and Rora. I haven't watched the video yet. It's been 1 or 2 weeks since this video was released. I was eager to do this analysis, but didn't have time to do it before. And here, in fact, it was an honor for these girls to be invited by a veteran of a great weight in the K-pop scene, a very good soloist who I actually want to bring here on the channel. I've heard some things from Wendy, but I ask that you pay close attention to this, because it wasn't for nothing that Pharita and Rora were called. Many must have already seen my analysis of them. Many know that my favorite timbre is Pharita among all the girls, but I simply fall in love with each different aspect of each one of them. But pay attention, because I don't follow music coaches who do reactions, but you say that many vocal coaches like the Babymonster girls their technical quality. I say the same thing. Now with Wendy calling them to sing, this becomes evident. So let's hear how the girls delivered this for us in the first 2 songs. The first one, which Rora will perform, has a theme that talks about something romantic, where the person wants to have a special moment with another person and make that moment last. And Pharita's, the second song, is about overcoming inner strength, a person who is finding courage and seeks to have self-control in life. Let's see then, okay?
아름다운 청춘의 한장 함께 써내려가자 나와의 추억들로 가득 채울래 Come on! 아무 걱정도 하지는 마 나에게 더 맡겨봐 지금 이 순간이 다시 넘겨볼 수 있는 한 페이지가 될 수 있게
Okay, so here she is with her active voice, full voice, singing with volume, a frontal voice that at this moment she is slightly pushing towards the nose, but this isn't the characteristic of her voice. She has a more Western vocal characteristic, and which, as I always comment, serves for classical music, her timbre and other qualities too. A voice indeed, as I've always said since the first video, where I analyzed her, which is her first appearance on IG's channel. She is a very powerful contralto. And this mid to high range, she will always have this strong projection. Normally she will be with active voice when she sings in this region, because she is a contralto. It's her characteristic. And she shows this on stage at Babymonster's shows. Everything perfectly in tune, vibratos at phrase endings, intentional vibratos. It's a sweet melody, but she put volume in her voice, and this is very important. I will talk about this in a moment.
This is my fight song, take back my life song, prove I'm more right song. My power's turned on, starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song, and I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me.
When she does this, she goes into falsetto and returns, adding whisper, a complex design, very beautiful. Both Rora's song and this one of hers, both explored the high regions. And this song has more of a country music, pop country character in my perception. And she stayed in this mid to high region too. So she pulls her voice back a bit more. It doesn't have that placement that I call Pharita's perfect mode, from mid to low, but it is perfectly in tune. I missed a bit of vibrato at phrase endings, but maybe it makes sense within the lyrics, because it's just a small segment of the song, and maybe this is the main segment of the song, maybe in Rora's version too. So if it's the main segment, normally this is a climax, and in this climax you perform with your active voice, the full voice, with total volume and projection, and what was done is very beautiful. Now we're going to see the song Flashlight with Pharita.
When tomorrow comes, I'll be on my own, feeling frightened of the things that I don't know. When tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes.
And here, unbelievable, I have to clap because when she, at this moment, I even got chills now. When she hits that placement, it's unbelievable. It becomes perfect. It's incredible. It creates a sweet sonority, rounded velvet. That's her perfect placement. Incredible, incredible. And Chiquita is her vocal twin sister, because both place their voices in the same way. But whoa, when she comes in here, I go crazy. She achieves the perfect placement in the middle range, where she pulls back, opens her palate, as if chewing something, a ball inside her mouth. She projects to that side cheek region. She shines the most in this technique that's characteristic of IG's vocal school, as I always say. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. I really love this.
And though the road is long, I look up to the sky, and in the dark I found lost hope that I won't fly. And I sing along,
Adding
I
whisper
sing along,
voice,
and I
briefness.
sing along.
She grew, gradually increased the volume, very beautiful.
And in the dark I found lost hope that I won't fly. And I sing along, I sing along, and I sing along.
On this note, she went into falsetto, and maybe on the second and third too, and coming back, with a perfect transition. Pharita has mastery in the passive middle to low voice. It's really beautiful, very beautiful. Wendy also really liked to hear what she heard. Here she shows all her technique. This is what I hope she can bring to the high notes. I repeat again what I said in the analysis video of her first solo performance on tour. I compared her precisely to Demi Lovato, the author of the song she sang, and she will be a star just like Demi Lovato or any other in the moment she can bring this quality from mid to high range, because she has that American star voice of American pop just like Demi Lovato, as does Chiquita too. Again, they are vocal twins. Both have beautiful voices, but Pharita is my favorite. It takes time, years. This will take years. So don't rush. Enjoy Pharita's journey and all the other 6 girls developing. You are seeing babies who will blossom in 5 years, in 10 years. Wendy must be 13 now. Look at the Red Velvet girls, the Blackpink girls. The Blackpink girls, I think, are all over 27, and only now they've had their solo careers. With these girls, it will be a bit sooner, but it will take all that time. At least 5 years. Be patient. It makes no sense to keep comparing one to another, but this one is better, that one is worse. They are all developing gradually on a technical upward path. Be calm.
I got all I need when I got you and I look around me, see sweet life. Stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Can't stop
How easily
my
come the
heart when
vibratos
you're
at
shining
crazy
in my
angles
eyes. Can't
in this
lie,
mid to low
it's a
range.
sweet life. Stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're
Vocal fry.
getting me through the night.
Quite a
'Cause
brief
you're my
indeed.
flashlight. You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight.
she does a mix of entering falsetto with the top of head voice too. This is spectacular. I was impressed by her in that first reaction from my channel's video. I think it's the third video from this channel in December last year, because of this quality here. It's simply frightening what she does here.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Very good. Using the whistle, I think it's the whistle voice or the top of the falsetto. The problem is that the top of the falsetto maybe wouldn't have this characteristic, as it has a harder characteristic, like that of a whistle. So I'm in doubt whether it's falsetto or whistle.
You're my flashlight. You're my flashlight. Ooh.
I think it's the whistle register, because there's the opening of your falsetto register, but within the falsetto register the entrance to the whistle is made, and she has the more rigid characteristic of the whistle indeed.
You're my flashlight, light, light. You're my flashlight, light, light, yeah, yeah.
Everything, vibrato, whistle,
You're my
brought very well. The delicacy to this phrase ending, very well thought out, very good. Pharita really deserves congratulations. That's what changes me. I like her timbre more than the other girls because of this quality here. But as I always say, I hope that in the long run, and she will achieve this, she brings this quality, this register opening to this high region. When she manages to open the back base of the tongue, she will have all this quality here. It was perfect. Now we will see Rora's performance with the song Start. It's a song that also talks about courage and determination at the beginning of a new journey.
새로운 시작은 네 설레게 하지 모든 걸 이겨낼 것처럼 시간을 뒤쫓는 시계바늘처럼 앞질러 가고 싶어 하지.
So here, see the quality of her low notes. The song suits her voice very well. You can notice a voice directed towards the mouth, almost no nasality. She has considerable volume here, as it's a comfortable range for her. The phrase endings have a vibrato that could be a bit more intense, but she chose not to do it yet.
그 어려운 선을 넘어 저마다 삶을 향해 때론 원망도 하겠지. 그 선을 먼저 넘지 말라고. I can fly the sky, hey! Never gonna stay, hey! 내가 지쳐 쓰러질 때까지 어떤 이유도, hey! 어떤 변명도, hey! 지금 내겐 용기가 필요해.
So the song is from medium to low, more comfortable, where she easily lets her voice out as it's more comfortable, but it's soft. She could maybe do a different song like the one she did in her first performance on IG's channel. In that one, there's the same interpretation characteristic that Pharita did here. In this song here, she is in a medium and low range, where she's really letting her voice out. And that's very important. I was going to comment earlier, because at the beginning of a singer's journey, it's necessary for them to learn to let their voice out, but out a lot of volume. They can't keep singing quietly, what in contemporary music we call active voice and passive voice. So the passive voice has little volume, little stiffening, and the activation of our pharynx musculature, all the surrounding muscles that support the vocal fold. In the passive voice, it stays a bit more retracted. In the active voice, it stiffens more and creates a greater opening, adding volume and a lot of diaphragm work. And that's what Horace does, and all 7 girls at this moment. The rappers too, they sing with a lot of volume. But we can even exclude Rami in this aspect, because she's already a lead soloist, although she still needs to develop in many things, but mainly the other 6, they are at the right moment doing the right thing, which is singing with a lot of voice, a lot of volume, to not get stuck. Blackpink's Jennie, in a recent interview, talked about this. Now, in the solo career debut, she went to take vocal training classes on her own. First thing the vocal coach demanded from her, screaming exercises. She had to scream to set free her voice. It's a problem in the K-pop industry, singers singing low. Why? Because they don't teach the technique to sing correctly on stage where volume is required. Listen, for example, to Mamamoo's singers, all 4. See how they move the microphone away almost always, because they sing with a lot of volume. Male singers too. In EXO, there are solo singers, and all the time they move the microphone away because there's lots of volume. Stage needs this. Here, Rora, Pharita, and all of them are at the right moment doing the right thing, releasing their voices with a lot of volume, and in this song she's doing that. So be calm, be patient, everything in its own time.
다시 시작해.
Higher register, well placed. Vibrato at the end of the phrase.
다시는 나를 잃고 싶지 않아. 내 전부를 걸었으니.
In this region, it was a lower melody. Did you see how the voice came forward? She is trying to keep the voice in the nose, because I believe it is a Korean or Japanese song, so it has that characteristic, but this doesn't activate much, because she has the muscle memory of projection and opening. But when doing the low note, she did a contralto low note. Perfect, very beautiful.
Uma frase longa e que no final ela colocou o vibrato.
다시는 나를 잃고 싶지 않아. 내 전부를 걸었으니까.
I like it very much. She's a legitimate contralto. And at the end of the note, she did a yodel.
그게 바로 내 꿈일 테니까 변한 건 없어. 버티고 버텨. 내 꿈은 더
It's a
단단해질
very, very
테니.
powerful voice. You have no idea. Those who sing what I am talking about. Especially classic music singers know. Look at the vibrato at this end, perfect. It's amazing. Rora, if one day you see this video, I hope that at some point you go into classical music, explore it too, along with pop. Classical music, because you are a legitimate contralto. It's a voice with the sonority of classical music. So I really liked the performance of both. Pharita really came to where she shows her full quality. That's what changes me about her. The performance was very impressive. And here, Rora came with a song very comfortable, easy for her, and where she could put her voice with plenty of volume. My congratulations for being invited by Wendy. It's an honor they had, and Wendy here playing with them too, impressed with what they did, so the girls deserve congratulations. Keep an eye out, all of you fans, you are seeing solo stars being born, developing, you will follow all of this. Have patience. So if you liked this reaction, this analysis, leave your like, your comment down below. Subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Consider making a financial donation down below in the first pinned comment, in the PayPal link, or through the Super Thanks button. Alright, see you.